Hey guys, good day and welcome back again to my channel. This is Arbitrage Joseph. Now in this video today, all right, I want us to make money together using cryptocurrency arbitrage. I'll explain to you in my other channels what cryptocurrency arbitrage actually means. Now let me use a very simple analogy, all right, that you and I will understand. Now a lot of you go to the market to buy beans, all right. Now there are actually markets where you go, and then of course you will get for instance a mudu of beans for, let's say, 2,000 naira, right? There are other places around you can go, and then you know that, okay, when I buy this from here, or when I go to those other places, I can actually get it for even maybe 2,005 or even 3,000 naira. Now what a wise person does is that what we do in the world of arbitrage is that we go to that market where we can buy for 2,000 naira, all right, and then we go and look for somebody to settle on in the other market that we can that buys for 2,500 and 3,000 naira. The difference in the price of where you bought and where you sold becomes your profit. All right, that is what we do in arbitrage. Now the good thing with arbitrage is that you don't even need all of you don't need to start looking for anybody to come and buy from you. You just need to have whatever it is, and then you go to your P2P market and sell. After, you must of course have gotten from a platform that offers it for a low amount, all right, for a lower amount compared to where you actually selling. Now we buy our Bitcoin and USDT from Trustwallet, all right, and of course when we buy from Trustwallet, we'll be selling on other exchanges, on other P2P markets, all right, where we'll be getting our money. And I want you to pay attention and follow this step by step, so that you actually get exactly what I am trying to pass across, and you can go and do the same thing and make exact same result, all right. So this is our Trust Wallet, all right, and when you're on your Trust Wallet, you need to just go right here and click on buy, all right. Now when you click on buy, you go to your search bar, and of course search for Bitcoin, all right. Select the first option there, all right. Now you will see that when you use $150 to buy Bitcoin on Trust Wallet, of course you'll be getting 0.001321 worth of the Bitcoin, all right, dollar worth of the Bitcoin. So this is exactly what we're going to do. To know how much this 0.01321 Bitcoin, all right, would give us, we will need to go to the market where we will sell it, all right. Now there are two ways we can sell. You can actually sell on the spot market, or you can sell on the P2P market, all right. Now let me show you exactly what I mean. Here, of course, it's our spot market, all right, and when you want to sell your Bitcoin, your don't forget, when you spend $150, all right, when you spend $150, you'll be giving 0.001321, all right. Now by the time you check for the by the time you check the what in USDT, you say that you'll be having 142.9. So let's just say you'll be getting $143, all right. Now you spent $150. Let me quickly show you again. You spent $150 to get this, all right. Now you spent $150 to get 0.001321 Bitcoin, and when you sold the 0.001321 Bitcoin, it did not give you up to $150. It gave you $143. Now I want you to understand something here. You did not buy this $150 you will be using to buy this Bitcoin. You did not buy the $150 at the same rate you'll be selling this $143. Now when you go to Binance Bybit P2P market right now, you see that a dollar is selling for 1,620 naira, all right. Now this dollar you used to buy this Bitcoin here, you'll be getting it at 1,400 naira. If you actually use the card I am going to suggest for you, the bank card I'm actually going to be suggesting for you, if you use it, you'll be getting the dollar at 1,400 naira, all right, via that bank card, all right. Now when you want to sell, you'll be selling for 1,620 naira. Now before we proceed, let me quickly make you understand exactly what we'll be doing, so that you get to understand what it is that we'll be doing and how you can actually do it, and what you should expect. Even before you start, you should already have an expectation that, okay, this is what I will be making at the end of this business. Now you buy your $150, all right, at the rate of 1,400 naira. So you actually spent 210,000 naira to buy $150. Now after everything, of course, you would you got you got $143, right? And then you'll be selling it for 1,620 naira. Now by the time you sell for 1,620 naira, that will be 331,660 naira. By the time you take out your initial capital of 210,000 naira, you would have of course made 21,660 naira for yourself as profit. All right, as profit. Now of course you must not use $150. You can use $50, you can use $100, you can use $500. It depends on how much you have and how much the limit is. Now I'm going to be leaving all the details about the bank cards, all right, the details about the bank cards in the channel, in the Telegram channel. All right, so you can actually check the Telegram channel. And of course, just join the Telegram channel. You will see all the details you need about the bank cards, where you can actually get it and how you can get it and how to use it on your Trust Wallet to buy your Bitcoin. All right, so quickly let's proceed. So now there are so many platforms, of course, like on so many payment platforms that you can actually use. On Transact, you'll be getting 0.001321 when you spend $150. On Binance Connect, you'll be spending 0.001306 when you spend $150. Here you'll be getting 0.001289. So the best you can actually use here is your Transact. It gives you the best rate, right? So when you choose your Transact, you go ahead to click on buy. You just go ahead and click on buy with credit card, all right? And of course it brings you here. Now at the end of the day, you would have spent $9.9, all right, as your as whatever it is, as a fee, all right, as fee. So you'll be charged $9 for the fee. And so when $9 is taken from $150, of course it's left with $141. So as against $143 that we actually calculated, after the whole fee and everything, you'll be left with $141. So it's no longer going to be $140, but right now it will be no longer $143, but $141. So that will be 1,620 naira, and of course 228,000. By the time you take out your initial capital 210,000 naira, of course you made 18,000. So your profit at the end of the day is actually going to be 18,420 naira. All right, now this is something you can repeat again and again. All right, by the time you do this 3 times in a day, of course 55,000 naira, or if you do it 3 times in a week, all right, 55,000 naira. It's something you can actually compound and keep compounding, all right? And then of course you are doing this from the comfort of your home. You are not spending any extra money. And of course this here is for the USDT, all right? Now let's quickly check for USDT. The same thing, the same method, the same process, all right? You come right here, you search for USDT, all right? Now we have so many networks here. We have for Ethereum, we have for Tron, we have for the BNB Smart Chain, all right? Then we have so we can just select the one you feel would actually work for you. So let's select for BNB Smart Chain, right? Of course, when we spend $150, we'll be getting $143.81 here, all right? By the time you actually go ahead to check it at the end of the day, you see that you may not actually have up to $143, all right, but you'll be getting something close. So that will be $141.22, all right? So it's same thing, all right? Now I've shown you how you can actually sell on spot. Let me quickly show you how you can sell on the P2P market, all right, and make money for yourself. So this is the P2P market. You go to your P2P market and you want to sell your $141, all right? Or rather you could sell even Bitcoin, all right? You may want to sell Bitcoin. So you click on Bitcoin and then you go to sell, all right? You can sell here as a buyer, but of course you need to be a Binance buy a P2P merchant, all right, a P2P vendor, before you can actually sell here. So but if you are just a normal user and you want to sell, you can actually come here and sell, all right? But of course I always advise that you use this method because it is more profitable. So you want to sell for a $140. So let's put 100,000 naira or even 200,000 naira, right here. So we go ahead to click on confirm, and then of course it brings this out for us. Now let me quickly show you how you can actually take advantage of this, all right? So you just select your just set your ad, all right? You set your ad and tell them you want to say for you are selling at 181 million, all right, for 1 Bitcoin. So For instance, this is what you've actually set your heart to, or let's even go down to look for more profitable ones. So assuming this is you and you want to sell your 0.001321. All right, of course you'll be making 254,000 naira. 254,000 naira. By the time you take out the initial capital of 210,000 naira, you'll be making 244,000 naira, almost 45,000 naira, right? So of course it's very profitable. All right, very, very profitable. It's something you can actually do. If you have any questions or you are confused, always come to my DM via the details you see in the description of this video, and I'll be ready to put you through. Thank you, and I hope to see you again in my next video.